Stephen will be actually sharing with us on travel and safety, flight arrangement and whatnot. So yeah, Stephen, over to you.
Okay, thank you.
Harrison,
thank you. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Stephen Chan. I'm from STC Travel. Here's a quick introduction of my company. STC is a specialist in student travel. We have been doing student travel for more than 20 years. Even though we are student specialists, in case your parents want to visit you or follow you to the UK, we also have a special price for your parents. We call it the VPP package. As long as you make the booking from us, they're entitled to this special price. Now, there's a big difference between booking with STC Travel and booking online. For your information, student fares are not available online. What is student fare? If you want to purchase a student ticket, your ticket, we must remember, must be valid for 1 year from your date of travel, which means from the date of travel, you can come back anytime you want within a period of 1 year. So if you book the internet, you'll be definitely buying the wrong ticket. You'll be buying a 60 days ticket or 30 days ticket, and you'll be thinking that it's very cheap, but actually you're buying the wrong one. So student fare, remember, must be 1 year validity from the date of travel. Number two, if you purchase a student fare, you are able to get check-in baggage for the going, 40 to 46 kilo for your check-in luggage, and also coming back 40 to 46 kilo. If you purchase in the internet, they only give you 23 kilo. And if you exceed 1 kilo, they'll charge you 230 ringgit per kilo. So if you look at this receipt of this student, she exceeded by 10 kilos. So she paid something like 2,300 over ringgit because she booked online. Okay, and for your return, you can change your return date free of charge with STC Travel as many times as you want. You want to change 1,000 times, also free, but of course don't change 1,000 times. Otherwise, you don't know when you want to come back also. So if you do in the internet, you cannot change your date. Yeah, this is few very important information that you need to know. Now, when do you need to do your booking? You do not wait for your exam results to come out or your result to be done, then only do a booking, because by the time most of the cheap fares, the early bird fares will all be sold out. Okay, actually you can do your reservation now because number one, you don't need to pay me any deposit. It's free of charge. If you have done the booking at the end, you want to cancel the booking before your ticket is issued, it's also free of charge. You have nothing to lose. So I can reserve you the early bird fare. I can lock in for you now and hold your seat until 1 month before departure. That's the time you decide whether you want to issue a ticket or you don't want to issue a ticket. Okay. Now, all you need to do is just to give us a date when you most likely will be departing to the UK. If you want to change your date, I can change for you before your ticket is issued. I can change for you as many times as you want. It is free of charge, so you have nothing to lose. So if you're not sure whether you want to go or not, but you want the early bird fare, you just do the booking. It's free. No deposit required, no cancellation fees, no service fee. It's absolutely free. Okay. Now, there's 2 ways you can go to UWE. One, either you fly to London, which has a lot of choices of flights to fly to London, or two, you fly straight to Bristol, which you have no choice. It's only KLM that flies to Bristol, and the price is quite expensive. There's no direct flight to Bristol. And the only direct flight that flies to London is British Airways. Okay, the rest all you have to have one transit. But don't worry about the transit. Your bags from KLA will go straight all the way to your final destination. So the only airline that flies direct to London will be British Airways. Malaysia Airlines, you can forget it. They don't have any student fares on Malaysia Airlines. Okay, now, first airline you can consider is British Airways. Why do students choose British Airways? Because if you choose British Airways, your check-in luggage, they are giving you 46 kilo for the going and 46 kilo for the coming for your check-in luggage. And your hand carry, they are giving you 23 kilo for a hand carry, 23 kilo for a hand carry. And on British Airways, they allow you 2 hand carry. So 23 kilo plus your check-in luggage, or in almost 92 kilo in total. Now, you'll be wondering what's all this N class, S class, V class, L class, These are all economy class. The seats are the same, the service is the same, the food is the same, everything is the same. So what's the difference between all these classes? They're all economy class. It's just that the N class is stuck with the cheapest prices for the early bird booking. They come under this Zone N class. And this Zone N class example got only very limited seats. So it's for those who book early, they'll get this price. So 1659 is the return airfare for the going and coming back, and this is the airport tax for the going and coming back. All in is 3949. So limited seats. Once all these seats are sold out, you'll go to the next level, another zone called S class. A bit more seats available for sale lah. So it's 4019, and it keeps going on. So those who book late are waiting for the results to come out, or your visa to be done. Maybe you get the K class, you have to pay 4,589 ringgit. Okay, it's not that you're going to get a bigger seat for 4-5 something. It's just that you book late, you're paying this price. That's what it means. Okay, those who book early, everything's the same. You pay a bit cheaper. So if you're going on the N class for limited seat, obviously you have to come back on the N class with limited seats also, right? And most of the time, you want to come back on the N class with limited seats, there are no seats available. It's subject to availability. So you have to pay the fare difference, and then you have to pay what's the fare difference between N class and whatever class available. But don't worry, if you book with STC Travel, we'll let you come back on the L class where you got more seats available without any extra charge. That means you go to the N class, limited seats, but you come back, I give you a lot of seats on the L class, okay, without any extra charge. So you're going on N class, coming back on L class, the ticket's valid for 1 year, 46 kilo, and free date change. So far so good, okay. So these are the check-in baggage. You're allowed 2 hand carry and also 2 check-in baggage. Okay. Now, another airline which I want to you may want to consider is Emirates Airline. It's different from the other airlines because if you choose Emirates Airline, you'll be flying on an Airbus A380. This airline can accommodate 800 over passengers. This airline is the size of 2 blue whales. You can hear me, okay. The height of 5 giraffes, the weight of 165 elephants, and okay, again, you have K class, U class, B class, M class. These are all economy class. So you start from 3729 all in, for the going and the coming back all included. So this is limited seats. Once sold out, it goes to 3849, and it goes higher and higher until 4229. Okay. On Emirates Airline, I tell you, you go in the K class, coming back, most of the time it's going to be full house. I don't want students to pay extra money, then the parents will ask why I have to pay extra money for the coming back because there's no seats, blah, blah, blah. So we let you come back on the W class. Got plenty of seats to come back with no extra charge, just for your information. Okay. Now, these are all the safety measures on Emirates Airline. Okay, all the safety measures, they clean their screen, etc. So I just show you the slides on the safety measures. Okay, this is on first class and first class. For those of you who want to experience first class, this is how your space look like, your cabin. Okay, and they share the same bar for business class. And if you fly on first class, this is the only airline at 30,000 feet you can do your spa. This business class. We also have student fares for business class, but I only got 6 tickets for student fares. Very, very cheap. Cheaper than what you get in the internet. I think it's like 2,000 or 3,000 ringgit cheaper than in the internet. So if you want to consider a business class, I only got 6. Once I sell the 6 tickets already, that's it. I got no more business class to sell already. Only economy class. Okay. Now this is economy class. The seats are very spacious, and they serve 2 main meals on board the plane. A free flow of drinks. You want to drink liquor, beer, free flow of beer. You want to drink wine, 1 bottle not enough. You want to drink 2, 3, 4 bottles, so no problem. And on every economy class seat, there's a big screen to entertain you with 2,200 movie channels. So those movies that you miss, you can watch on board the plane. By the way, if you want the slides, you can WhatsApp to me. I'll give you my number. I'll send you all the slides, no problem. And also the video. Okay. This is how the air hostess look like. Okay. Now, if you fly Emirates Airline, you have a free stopover in Dubai on your return. I think by the time I think the COVID-19 all should be over, and you maybe want to see another country for free. So we can arrange for you the accommodation. You just have to email to us that you want to have a stopover in Dubai, 2 nights or 3 nights or 4 nights. We just arrange it for you, and we arrange the tours for you. What are the tour highlights? There are 2 things you shouldn't miss if you choose to stop over in Dubai. We arrange for you this desert safari tour. Okay, very cheap, only 198 ringgit. They pick you up from your hotel lobby and bring you on this roller coaster ride in the desert. So this one is how the modified Jeep looks like. You be in one, so it goes up and down like a roller coaster. And you stop. You can watch the sunset. It'll be a very high area they'll stop. And you can feel the sand, the soft sand, what it's like in the desert. You can hug your girlfriend. You can roll down the sand. And then they'll bring you to the inner part of the desert where you can enjoy your barbecue dinner. Okay, while waiting for your dinner to be served, barbecue dinner, you can have free camel ride, smoke the shisha, do this painting. Everything is free, belly dancing, etc. And also we can arrange for you the Dubai City tour. You can view the highest building, bring you to this area where you see the 7-star hotel Atlantis, etc. Okay, it'll be a very good experience for you. Okay, now the next airline that flies to London is Qatar Airways. But on Qatar Airways, I cannot hold your booking for 1 month before departure for Qatar Airways. For British Airways and Emirates, I can hold your booking until 1 month before departure, no problem. But for Qatar Airways, I can only hold your booking 1 week from the date you make the booking lah. Yeah. Okay, same thing again. Very cheap. Qatar in fact is very cheap. They give 40 kilo and the price is 3,209. After I show you a comparison. So those who book late will pay something like 4,919. Okay. Okay, now if you want to fly to Bristol, direct to Bristol, you don't want to go to London, this is the only airline that flies to Bristol. It's AFKLM, Air France KLM. Not Afuk Economy, it's Air France KLM. So the price is 6,359, a bit expensive lah. And you come back on the L class, go on N class, come back on the L class. And if you book very late, the price can go up to 6,000 plus. I don't think you pay 6,000 plus, the seat is bigger. No. It's the same seat, it's just that you book late only lah. Okay? Now here's a comparison. Those who want to go to London, you can choose. You see, Qatar Airways is the cheapest, 3,209, but only one free date change. Okay, British Airways can do unlimited date change, and it's give you 46 kilo. KLM a bit expensive to London. This is Emirates Airline, and if you want to fly out of Singapore, because you're from Johor, you can use Qantas. They can fly out of Singapore. Don't worry, I give you the slides and this one no comparison. The price is quite expensive, 4,749. Okay, what you need to do, Wyman will email to you our fare list with the booking form attached. Okay, you just fill up the booking form, fill up your name according to your passport. No need to give me your IC number, no need to give me your date of birth, no need to give me your home address, just give me your mobile number and your email address. And the unit you'll be attending is UWE. When you want to go, you give me the wrong date, never mind, I can change for you subject to availability. Okay, and then the airline, what airline you want to choose. Return ticket, you just leave it blank. Then you email to michelle@stctravel.com.my. You only give me the payment when you want the ticket. You don't want the ticket, I cancel for you free of charge. You have nothing to lose. Yeah, and once you do the booking with us, we give you updated with all the information. Relax, we do it all for you until you return home lah. If you want to do the booking on the Dubai Stock All package when you're there, you finish your exams, everything, you feel like going for a holiday, need a break, want to enjoy, you also email to michelle@stctravel.com.my for her to arrange for you your the tour lah. Okay. Now here's a very latest updated information on the 24th of June. If you have read the Star paper students, no travel ban going to the UK for studies, no travel ban. No need to apply for a permit with immigrations, etc. No need to. You just got your visa, got a ticket, you can go already. You want to go tomorrow also can, as long as you're a student. Okay, you're going there for a 1-year ticket, or you want to go there for 1 way. Just for your information. Okay, now for those who want to have off-campus accommodation, just let you know that we can do for you. Our consultant will go through everything in detail for you. So I don't want to waste time on this area because it's quite tedious. I mean, quite a lot of things to cover. Okay, so this is some example of the off-campus accommodation. And of course, there will be MRT straight to your accommodation. All the location is fantastic. It's for students only. If you're not student, you cannot stay in this accommodation. Okay, now this is the last one. Before I go very quickly on the travel tips, you may want to consider the MSIG Overseas Student Insurance. This is not travel insurance, it's overseas student insurance. It's only 605 ringgit for the whole year. From your date of travel, you're covered wherever you go, anywhere in the UK or Europe or even anywhere. So you're out of Malaysia, you're covered throughout the whole journey until you come back. So if you divide 365 days, it's only $1.65 a day. Okay, this is what it covers. This is only an example. It covers you personal accident. If you have an accident and because of the accident you broke your teeth, it also covers you dental because of an accident. Emergency evacuation, I'll explain to you later. Okay, personal liability, in case if you damage people's property and you take legal action on you, is also covered. Medical expenses for injury, you can see any doctor, any hospital, anywhere, including hospitalization, is covered. And it covers you illness and sickness, which means covers you coronavirus is also included. Okay. Study interruption, if you're hospitalized for 5 days in a row, they'll give a ticket to your mom or your dad with accommodation provided, fly them all the way to see you, and temporary accommodation. It also covers you cancellation before departure, flight delay, in case there's a travel delay, it covers you. Loss of money because of a robbery, it covers you. It must be physical. You lost the money because of robbery, it covers you. Of course, if you lost your money in the casino, it's not covered. Okay, even pickpockets are not covered because it's no physical. It's no assault. Okay, and loss of sponsor protection. In case anything happened to your sponsor, is also covered. Give you an example. You see this one, the escalator is, suddenly went out of control like a roller coaster. So all the passengers bump into each other. So you can imagine what happens is personal accident, injury, hospitalization, maybe you actually hit somebody, wants to sue you, personal liability. Almost everything is covered just on one incident like this. Okay, and this is another case where the student want to do bungee jumping and this guy forgot to put the bungee cord. So when she jumped down, of course, she didn't make it. The insurance also cover expatriation of remains. Okay, and you may be thinking, all these stuff things won't happen. I don't mind telling you, even take photograph, taking a selfie also can die. He just went taking a selfie and then just fell off the cliff. Okay, so for $1.60 a day, I think I really strongly suggest, it's not compulsory, you should consider taking the insurance. Okay, now for the travel tips, Wyman will send you a video where I cover travel tips and what I've just mentioned. This video, she'll give you the YouTube link. Okay, I think everything's in my video link. Okay, what I mentioned. So I think all this you can cover. You can watch it. I think that's about it on my presentation. So this is my mobile number 0122906883, and you please feel free to call me or WhatsApp me if you need anything. You want the video slides, which Wyman can also send to you because she got the slides. Or you want the video link. So that's it on my presentation. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you, Stephen. So for students who like to inquire about, air ticket bookings and things like that, so you can actually contact STC Travels, which Wyman actually posts the contact in the chat box. And then, so I think we have a few questions that has been sent to the chat box, and I picked them. Perhaps Ray, Caris, and Faith could actually help answering them. So we have students actually asking about the date to arriving at UWE and taking into consideration the 14 days quarantine time as well. So when will be the best time for students to arrive?
Right, the accommodation itself, the plan is that will be available from the 12th of October. And so at the moment, again, we have to absolutely confirm that. So this is the provisional date, but before the 12th of October, we may be able to help in particular cases. However, it's on the 12th of October that we're going to start doing the airport pickup service. So if you arrive before the 12th of October, there'll be no one at the airport to welcome you and to greet you, and you'll have to get to the university on yourself, and you'll have to make special arrangements for the accommodation. So 12th of October, please, any time from there onwards, you can arrive airport pickup
Yeah.
and taken to the university, straight into the campus.
Course like, is it?
Sorry, Stephen, you should mute your mic.
Wait, sorry.
Well, that happened to me all the time, so it's not just Stephen. So yeah, right.
It proves it's live. Stephen's doing a booking already. Somebody is actually phoning up, who's one of the participants, booking that early bird flight.
So it's probably Wyman actually calling Stevens on the phone. Anyway, Ray. So
I was surprised. I mean, going back to Stephen's presentation, and it was a nice surprise at the prices, because one of the things I was worried about would be that after all this period with airlines not being able to operate, all the prices would be incredibly high. But I was working out the price of that, and I don't think it was significantly different to what it's been in previous years. So that was really good news.
I think it's a good deal for our students. So yeah, so students, you know, if you could actually like check with the STC Travel for the best price that you could get for the air ticket. Yes. Right, Ray, we still have questions. Angela is actually asking if she's actually going to stay at the private accommodations, and then on her arrival, in case she has to serve the 14 days quarantine, can she actually stay at the UWE managed accommodation?
Now, I think that's a really good question, and it's a question somebody raised yesterday, and today I can't give the answer, but I actually think we might be able to do something, and the reason is that we're holding accommodation for January, for people who are starting in January. So I think we may well have some rooms that are available just for a short period of time. So I think that's a really good question. All I can say is I'll go away, find out the answer over the next few days, and then come back to you, Phoenix, so that we can let people know. Because I think that's a very sensible idea, to be honest. So well done for thinking of it.
Sure. Thank you, Ray. No problem at all. Because these sessions, you know, we don't have all the answers, but however, leading to the intake, I'm sure that, you know, more and more information will become available to us. So students do actually like check with us on our social medias. One of the ways to actually contact us, and so that your questions will be answered. Okay. And then Charlotte is actually asking if her Malaysia student's visa still valid, can she actually apply visa? So I assume Charlotte is actually an international student studying in Malaysia and now would like to apply for to UWE, so on the Tier 4 student's visa. So I think I can answer that question. Charlotte, your Malaysian student's visa should be valid while you're applying for the Tier 4 general student's visa in Malaysia. So I mean, these sessions, we won't be able to go into detail into individual cases. However, as I mentioned earlier, we have the counseling sessions in Zoom on every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Malaysia time. So do actually sign up. We have actually posted in the chat box with the registration link, and then to make an appointment and come in and just have a chat. You can actually chat every week with us. Not a problem at all. Okay, so Isati is asking, is accommodation open before 12th of October? Ray?
The honest answer is that is not the plan. The plan is for it to open on the 12th of October. However, if there were an individual person who really needed for accommodation to be available beforehand, you need to talk to us, because obviously we wouldn't leave you on the street. And so we would sort something out, but please, the general rule is, can you arrive 12th of October onwards?
Sure. Thank you, Ray. Well, we have, the 1.5 hours time really well spent. A lot of questions, a lot of information, very useful information has been shared from Ray, from Caris and Faith and Stevens, and thank you our speakers for your time and sharing these sessions with our students and parents here. Now, students and parents, if you have any burning questions in your mind and it's just too troublesome for you to actually type in the chat box, you may actually open your mic now and then just ask that questions to our speakers. If we could actually take like maybe 2 to 3 questions, you know, so feel free to ask our speakers before we end the session. Yeah. All right. Anyone? Right. So no questions? All right. So I think everyone is good for now. Again, right. Okay. This question, Tiffany is asking, if the block 1 will start on the 19th of October, is it better for her to travel 15 days to serve the quarantine before start the block 1, Ray?
I wouldn't do that. I would arrive for the 12th of October, serve the quarantine if that's still in the place, because obviously you will have served half of it. Because for international students, you can start with your teaching anywhere up till November the 9th. So everybody knows, all of the lecturers, all of the staff knows that people will not be starting all on October the 19th. There'll be people internationally coming in right the way up until November the 9th. So I think if you're in accommodation on site, the best date is to start from October the 12th. If your accommodation is private accommodation, off-site, then obviously we could talk to you, because I'm sure we could arrange something for you at the airport, you know, some kind of taxi or something like that to get you to your private accommodation. And, you know, you could obviously serve for 2 weeks. But if you're on campus accommodation, definitely October the 12th. And don't worry, all the lecturers know you'll be a few days late going into the lectures. You're not even late, because the first date that everybody must be in class by is November the 9th. October the 19th is the ideal for courses. Okay, right. Thank you, Ray. Okay, it looks like most of the questions we have, I hope that we have actually covered. And if you have specific questions which we won't actually jump into detail today and give you the wrong answer, so it's best to actually make an appointment to meet, to virtually meet one of our counselors, one of our staff members in Zoom, or, you know, talk to us via WhatsApp. Okay, right. Thank you very much to every one of you who have spent time 1.5 hours this afternoon with us, and I hope that this session actually gives you good information on travel safety, visas, applications, and, you know, how UWE actually support students, you know, this pandemic time in the coming semester and whatnot. So thank you so much. And then and again, remember, if you actually pay up your deposits, £3,000 before the 31st of July, you get a £300 rebate on your health surcharge fee, which is quite a lot of money. And if in case, you know, due to certain reasons you can't meet the entry requirements, you decided to actually defer or refund, then it's actually a full refund, not to worry about that. Okay, and we also have these writing competitions, which you might actually know that in July we have writing competitions, and there will be plenty of winners. And if you actually turn up to be one of the winners for these writing competitions, you will stand a chance to actually get £1,000 of scholarships, which is stackable. So meaning if you have some kind of scholarships from UWE and you actually be one of the winners for these writing competitions, and then you will get both scholarships, so which something that you can actually try out. So right, thank you everyone, and then continue to stay safe, and then keep in touch with us if you have any questions. Yeah, thank you everyone.